Okay, welcome. This is Fuji, a brand new track in iRacing. Well, pretty brand new. Brand new for me. It's the first time I've raced on it. This is week 10 of the Lotus 79, Classic Lotus series. We've got a grand total of eight people here on the grid. Kind of before, starting in P5, 25 laps of the Fuji track. Let's see how we get on. McIntosh there in P3, just in front. 25 laps.
Green flag.
Let's see how we go. McIntosh with a cagey start, we'll put it that way. Just want to settle down into a nice rhythm. Got Warren, Henry behind, and Warren and Lauren. Never noticed that before, that they rhyme. Cold tyres. Okay, McIntosh just found out that Rowdy's slow in that part of the track.
Go right.
McIntosh going round. Probably got us slightly disorientated. Exactly. Oh. Okay, so let's get going. Head down. I do not know what position I'm in. Could be P4. Yeah.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Look at him, Speedy Gonzalez. No, I didn't, Spear. No, I didn't. Okay, I think he's got a different setup to me, which means I might be quicker than him in the twisties. Oh. Oh my god. Stuck behind a rock and a hard place. I don't know what. So, judging by the straights, Warren is on got a faster setup with less downforce. I think Rowdy is the same as I am, with a fairly high downforce setup. McIntosh is in P7, catching Rowdy. Yeah, it was tricky for a little while. I wasn't deliberately trying to get myself into some sort of sandwich, but it just happens that part of the track where Warren was a bit slower because he's running a different setup to me, obviously. So around the corners, twisty section, he's slightly slower than me. Rowdy's really good in the twisty bits. think we're going to have a race on our hands with Rowdy, and obviously with Mr. McIntosh, will probably, I would say, may well catch us at some point, but we'll have to see. Quite a fun little track. It's a P5 at the moment. I mean, I know I was kind of hoping maybe even for a P4, but probably take P5 right now. I think Warren's not getting away though, is he? Not massively anyway. I don't. It's weird that we've got completely different setups, so I look of it, but we might have slightly too much fuel, but only by about 3 laps or something, maybe even 2. Got a little bit of a gap on Rowdy. Oh, okay, McIntosh must have had a little half issue there, maybe. Oh, 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 come on car. Went a little bit hot into that section. I'm keeping Warren honest though, with a 126. That seems... That seems quite good for me. I don't do 126s away in the race. So I must have yeah, accidentally did a fast one. Somehow. That's okay. Come on, get to turn. Maybe it's just a one-off. I think this will probably be back in the 127s now, but yeah, somehow done a 126. Must just hit a lot of apexes that last lap. Right, okay. Let's see if we can do that again. We like having fast laps. So I don't know if I imagine McIntosh will catch Rowdy. I don't know if Rowdy will there'll be any resistance from Rowdy. We're going to try and pressure Warren, because if he's got a setup which is more slippery, there is a chance, you never know, that he might over push and maybe have a little incident or make a little mistake and I might be able to sneak through. I don't know, because he's not massively getting away, is he? I mean, I tried the quicker setup. I tried the one. There's one in the forums. Sorry, in the Discord. I tried it, but the setup weren't having it. I could not drive it. I think McIntosh is pretty a bit quicker than Rowdy, so I don't think Rowdy will be able to hold him off. Deep there. Oop, a bit close to the sausage. There we go. So, how many laps in the books? This will be 7 laps in the books, starting lap 8. So, almost a third of the way there. So it's quite fun every so often to have a new track. It tests you how quick you can get up to speed in the track. First of all, you've got to learn the track, especially if it's a track that you've never driven for before in any sim or game, which I don't believe I have. And then you've not only got to learn the track, then you've got to learn how to get quick in it, get all the right gear changes and the right lines, which I'm getting there. This is week 10 of the 12-week series. 2 races left at Suzuka and Silverstone for this series. Both tracks I know. Warren's nice and consistent. Haven't seen him make any mistakes or anything like that, errors, as far as I can tell. There we go. 9 laps finished, completed. On to lap 10. Rowdy still ahead of McIntosh. McIntosh is getting closer and closer. Within a second of Rowdy, I think, McIntosh now. A couple of 126.9s on the trot, I believe. I think I saw. I think that's probably a similar lap time that Warren's doing, I would imagine. Just keep the pressure on. as quick as I can. So obviously Loust is probably leading, Miguel and then John. Those three are completely gone. Warren, I'm just trying to hang on to his coattails with lap times of maybe similar-ish or slightly slower, maybe occasionally quicker, maybe. I don't know. I just do not know. But judging by the gap between visually between myself and Warren, it's looking like I'm lapping kind of slower fractionally most laps, but quicker some laps maybe, or similar. It's hard to tell. Something I can definitely say, I'm not lapping consistently slower than Warren every lap. There must be some back and forth a little bit. I'd imagine that McIntosh has probably passed Rowdy by now, or battling with him. I'll check on the straight on my relative. It's hard to check in the corners. Okay, so McIntosh has, yeah. Oh, Rowdy maybe. Looks like Rowdy's made a mistake. Last lap, maybe. Didn't spot that. Too busy watching where I was going. Okay, so McIntosh now is actually lost a little bit of time getting past. Wait, I've lost someone. Have I lost someone? Where's P2? Got relative showing Loust. Has there been a change for the lead? Has Miguel taken the lead, maybe? Maybe Miguel's taken over. Maybe Loust had an issue and Miguel's taken over? Interesting. We'll find out in a moment. Oh, that's a really bad line. Yeah, it would appear that there's been a change of the lead because Loust is showing as P2 now on my relative. So maybe he had an issue or just Miguel took him. I think they were lapping fairly similar times, maybe. So no freebie or anything like that. Just wasn't sure. Ah, so Loust had a bit of a mini incident then, because I'd imagine he's normally doing 25s. Something like that. Good old battle up out in front. And John's not far behind Loust. Gotta try and concentrate though. Some of these corners where you can slip up easily by just not concentrating in the corner. And I don't want to blimmin' well hit the wall in the last lap like I did last time, the IndyCar race. I mean, I did lose one position. I managed to cross the line, but yeah. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but yeah, it was a bit annoying just to finish with a bit of a broken car. But see if we can keep this car in one piece right to the line. Tell you what, even if the track doesn't normally flow in some certain cars, but this, don't know what it is, this car just seems to make any track flow, you know? Love this car. Have I ever said that? Probably one of my favourite cars in iRacing. Well, we're kind of keeping McIntosh at bay at the moment. I don't know whether he's got a little bit of damage from anywhere. It's a possibility. He's hanging in there with 6p6. We're banging in the... Whoa, that was a better lap from me. That was one of my better laps ever. Trying to accelerate a little bit too early out of that corner. Almost before I finished the corner. Previous corner. I nearly turned a bit early there. Wouldn't have been a good decision. Don't want to be pushing this too much, or stay away from those sausages, Ben. Okay, so we're lapping Lauren soon. Not yet, actually, a little while yet.
10 laps to go.
Okay, 10 laps to go. I did think that there was a possibility that I would be lapped. I'm always thinking it's a possibility. One of my aims, if I can do really well in a Lotus race, one of my aims is to try not to get lapped, but some of the shorter race tracks, it's when you've got some fast guys at the front, it's not easy to avoid getting lapped, for sure, because they're just the sheer pace that they're running at all adds up, you know. And if I do make any slight mistakes, then that's it. It'll be getting lapped in no time. Just can't seem to go any quicker than this. I mean, a few little errors there, so that'll be a 27 again, maybe. I feel it's a 27. Maybe not. Maybe I've just got a couple of corners hooked up. It's weird planting the accelerator when you're not quite finished the corner, but it grips round nicely. Just too much. Just don't want to push it, Ben. You don't want to just push it. You just got to stay within your limits. If If you over push, then you could find yourself in difficulties. Okay, there's Lauren, can see. So Warren's met Lauren on the straight, which is perfect for him. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to probably meet Lauren in part of the racetrack which I don't really want to meet. A back marker, but we'll have to see how it turns out.
Car right, clear.
Oof. A bit dicey, but not too bad, not too bad. Lost a bit of time there. Wasn't sure of the rear there. Wasn't 100%. So I gave myself a little wiggle. Yeah, I can't blame much on Lauren there. Did a pretty good job. Lost a little bit, but not much, and my own mistake at the end there, a few corners, which I messed up. So that's why that was the second worst. Yeah, most of it was my fault. Poor end to the lap, really. Lost a tiny bit with the back marker, but it's part of racing, though, really, where you meet the back marker sometimes. And then just got out of rhythm at the end of the lap. So I like to be here, you see, but of course couldn't be there last lap because back marker was in the way there, or in the position where I normally position my car on the track. Just kind of threw me a little bit. I think Lauren's in the pits now. A lap too early. A lap too late, I mean. Hopefully Lauren's okay and will be out in due course. Rowdy's still there, hanging on in P7. Ken there in P6. Top 5. Currently for myself. Which I definitely would have taken after settling down for the first few laps. Was it 5 to go this time round? Imagine Jim's going to say 5 to go in a moment. Ooh, so Miguel is... so Miguel's down to 3rd now, so that's interesting. So we've now got... we had Laos in the lead, then we had Miguel in the lead, I believe. And now we've got 5 laps to go. Now we've got Laos back in the lead, but John in P2 with Miguel 3rd. Interesting. Warren and myself rounding out the top 5 at the moment. Hopefully we can stay there. Gotta keep it smooth, he says. Yeah, I can't really go any quicker than this. This is pretty much my pace, really. Well, this is my pace. Cannot be really any quicker than this. 26s are my... Whoa. Fuel is going down. Can brake slightly later with less fuel. Tyres are warm. Don't want to kill myself. Don't want to kill myself. Don't want to touch that grass. When you get so close to a 25, you want a 25, don't you? But it's going to be hooking up everything, but risking a bit deep, risking too much really. But apparently you do gain. Someone once said, I don't know if it's true, that you can gain more on the tighter, slower sections. That makes sense. I guess it does.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of fuel, that's good, because I've only got about 3 laps to go. So I have got two laps too much, but 2 laps of fuel too much. But that's not an issue. So, from being worried about this track because it's brand new, and me learning a new track and being quick doesn't normally happen. I'm not really quick,
Let's go.
but I am actually pleased. I know I haven't finished yet. I've got 2 more laps to survive, but really happy with this. How this has gone so far. Managed to get down to mid to almost low 26s, or one really low 126. Mainly another one. Oh, how close am I to a 125? Don't push it, Ben. Don't push your luck. Sunshine. Just don't push your luck. Hey, John, how you doing? You join me here.
That means 1
Where am I?
lap to go.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I am. Hey, how did your race go? Ah, was that my first 1X? Can't believe it. Yes, twisty track, twisty. We have got 1 lap to go though. Bring it home, P5. We're trying to catch Warren, but just not quick enough. He's just slightly quicker than me. Let's see if we can do this last lap without killing myself. I didn't realise that was my first 1X actually. Could have sworn I got a 1X somewhere. Maybe not. Could have been better. Ah, okay. P15. Very consistent. However, very consistent. Let's see if we can bring this home. But thank you. But yeah, I mean that was my first sort of issue I've had actually. I haven't really had any. It's my first sort of little spin, half spin. But really enjoyable race. Here we go. So I don't think there was any white flag fever anywhere. But that's it. P5. Really happy with that. 25 lap race at Fuji. Fairly new track and iRacing. And yeah, McIntosh finished in P6. Good race, guys. Really enjoyed that. It's brilliant. Ooh, well, there we go. That was good. There's McIntosh behind. There we go. Take a nice picture. Where do you go? What F4? Or just stop really quickly? Ooh. There we go. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. Little tiny spin in the penultimate lap, but just a 1X, so we should gain some safety if I don't start. I did survive, Howard. I did survive, and only one real incident, to be honest. I was pretty consistent. I didn't break the car this time, right at the end, like I did the IndyCar race where I had a wheel hanging off, but managed to cross the line just. This time, just a little spin here on lap 24, I think it was. Oh, McIntosh, yeah, you. I was getting a bit worried. I didn't want to collect you there. You had a little half spin. Did you have any? Did you have any damage when you was trying to pass Rowdy or anything like that? Oh, I tell you what though, that was good fun. Good fun.
Okay, the race is over.
A little bit, a little bit tiring. A little bit tiring. Let's see if I can find the race results. Oh, okay. Yeah, I managed to get 26s in at some point. I'll have a look in a minute on the. We'll have a look now actually. But I was getting 27s, I think, quite a lot, and I managed to get hooked up and got a few corners a little bit better, and obviously the fuel's going down a little bit as well. So yeah. So let's pop it to. Oh, hang on a minute. I've lost a bit of the screen. There we go. So only 8 actually registered for. I don't know whether some people haven't got this track. Normally we get double figures quite comfortably on a Wednesday, but not tonight, strangely enough. But anyway, yes, so happy with that. Car number 4 started 5th, finished 5th. We did lose 17 I rating, unfortunately. We wanted to just get that 3 we needed for 1.9k, but not quite, not enough. Managed to get some safety. Shouldn't have. Just that 1x right near the end, a sort of half spin I had, and that poor lap. But talking of laps, look at this. This is where it tells you all your laps, and there we go. 28s early on. 126, but then 27, 27, 27, but then 326s, and then 327s. But then, apart from a 127 when we was lapping Lauren, and we had a bit of a few whoopsies on that lap, a few bad apexes at the end as well, sort of kind of put myself off after getting lapped. We got all 26s across the board. Really happy with the consistency, and even 26-0, 26-0. So yeah, really happy with that. I know we're not 24s and 25s like these guys, and we're sort of holding Warren some laps, and some he was sneaking away, and then when that back marker was really good for him. He actually had the back marker, Lauren, on the straight. He just slowed down the straight for him. It was perfect for him. Unfortunately, I had the twisty part, so I lost probably half a second to him, and then I messed that lap up, messed a few corners up, and yeah, so I lost a second to Warren there, and then a little bit of a whoopsie penultimate lap, half spin. But yeah, really happy with that. McIntosh there right behind me, and we both only had 3 incidents between us, probably 3 little off tracks between us. McIntosh still 4.99 on the safety perfect. So yeah, so that was good. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, 2 rounds to go at Suzuka and Silverstone historic tracks. Yeah, so see you at Suzuka.